Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Rubin, and in this video I will show you how to learn and hopefully play the guitar. And so that's all from me. Enjoy the video. So the first step is to pick up an acoustic guitar and make sure it has all the full set of strings attached. You can't play guitar with no strings, let alone one. So let me explain to you guys. A normal 3.4 guitar usually has 6 strings, which consists of the lower E, which is this, the bass, you have the 5th string, which is the A, wait, you have the 4th string, which is the G, you have the 3rd string, which is the D, the 2nd string, which is the B, and the last string, which is E. So let me explain to you guys what is tuning. Tuning is pretty important. To play the guitar, you need to make sure it is in tune so it sounds good. So sometimes, in the most usual cases, is when you broke a string and then you try to fix it, it would go away. The sound would go away. In this case, this note sounds the same. This is the 6th string, which is the lower E, and this is the 5th string. That's supposed to be an A, but it sounds undertuned. So when you play a chord, for example the C chord, it sounds bad. Now how would you fix it? You can use it by ear, or if you can't do it by ear, you can just use an app. There's a lot of app for it. In the second case, that could happen is when a lower string sounds the same as a higher string. It's not supposed to sound the same, but mistakes happen. So in this case, it is the 3rd string and the 2nd string, which is the D and the B string. The D string sounds like a B string. Notice how they sound the same. So now you spin it anti-clockwise. And now it is how the normal sound would like. And now, what is a chord, you may ask? Well, according to our beloved teacher, Buagata, a chord is a simple set of notes you play to make a harmony of a sound. So, for example, to play the C chord, you need to play the C, the G, and the E. So it's a 3-step, which is 3 notes played together. It is more simpler if you learn the chords on a piano, but the principle works the same on a guitar. Here I'm gonna play you a C chord on a guitar. Now, how to play this? You need to learn that on a guitar you have this thing called frets. You already learned the strings, I'm gonna explain you the frets. This is the 1st fret. You see this line across the guitar? This is called frets. So in between this and this is called the 1st fret, and this is 2nd fret, and so on. So now I'm going to show you the fingers too. You usually call this the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger, thumb and the pinky. In guitar language, we usually call it the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, using numbers, just like on the strings. So now you're going to want to put your 2 finger into the 2nd string on the 1st fret, like this. And now you're going to want to put your 3rd finger on the 4th string of the 2nd fret. And then you're going to want to put your 4th finger on the 5th string of the 3rd fret. So when you play together, it's going to go like this. That's the C chord. Now let me explain more about chords. In my knowledge, there is 2 types of chords in guitar. which is the simple chord, like this, where you put your finger in on one note, one string in one fret. It goes like this, or this. But there's another chord called bar. Now what is bar, you may ask? Remember when I told you about frets? And in a fret, you can change the whole structure of the guitar just by blocking one fret. So this is what happens when you play guitar without pressing on any strings. That is pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, E major 7, I think. And when you do it like this, it goes higher. So here's the magic. I'm gonna show you one bar chord, which is an F. I usually do an F like this. See how it sounds different than just doing this? Now if you want to do an F without barring a chord, it's pretty hard. You have to do it like this. I mean, if you're more comfortable like that, then of course you can do as you want, but that's a bar chord. And more easier if you want to switch to an F to a G. This is a G, this is an F. But if you do it bar, you can just slide it. Here's another fun fact about barring. It can also occur when you're tuning. For example, if you're up tuning, this E, A, G, B, E to a F, F, B, G. You know, when one step up, you want the whole thing to sound like this. You can tune it again, but if you want it more easier, you can use this thing called a capo. This is to make it to close one bar higher, usually higher. So yeah, you can play a C chord on a higher note. They usually do it when they're doing a song and it doesn't connect with the voices, with the singer voice range, so they use that. So for the last step is of course to jam. What is jamming? Jamming is just singing along using guitar. That's the fun of learning guitar. So I'm just gonna teach you a simple song. It's also a well-known song called Yellow by Coldplay. So I already taught you to play the C chord. The shape looks like this. And I told you about the F chord, which is the bar chord, and the G chord. I'm gonna teach you to play the G chord. Use your third finger and put it on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. Put your ring finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and you put your pinky on the 1st string of the 3rd fret. So 2 strings on 1 fret. That's how the G sounds. Or you can bar it, just like how I taught you. So yeah. So this is Yellow by Coldplay. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do, they were all yellow. I drew a line, I wrote a song for you, and everything you do, they were all yellow. So then I took my turn and did the things I've done.